And we are back. I just took a good count of how long the last video was, and it was still 30 minutes long. Whoops. So now I've got a timer in front of me to make sure that my videos don't go over 15 minutes. I could always edit them, but I don't know, for these kind of walkthroughs, whenever I do walkthroughs of anything, I like, unless they're like, I think I did make split videos for Daiteku, but I don't feel like it for this game. Anyways, we've recaptured, in case you guys have missed the other videos, which I would imagine you wouldn't, because I don't know why you would watch this one instead of watching, without watching the others first. We've just reunited Japan, and we've got to, do a couple missions now. Monies. Money is good. I wonder if this is the event where it all goes to shit. Is this a sex scene? We'll find out. Nope. Alright, so now that we've done those missions, it triggers an event where Yamato now goes fucking insane. And that is this mission. So we'll just put everyone in because it's really the only it's really the only event that you have at you. So. By the way, Himiko is totally has totally fallen for Chihaya now. By the way, she still insists on calling him Oni-sama, even though not blood related. So that makes it kind of creepy because she's calling him older brother when they're acting like they're going out. Chihaya doesn't care. As with every eroge male protagonist. Sure. The dialogue in this game is actually pretty funny, if you actually do take the time to read through them. A lot of characters have some really funny dialogue. There's a lot of running gags in this game. The biggest one of which is hands down Lancelot's fucking bottomless stomach. The game will go out of its way to make sure you realize that Lancelot can eat everything in the world. She herself, by herself, can cause world hunger. Thankfully, she doesn't. Okay, so we'll just go past it. So basically, we'll just put us on autoplay. What's happening is they're going to go visit Yamato. Tell her that, oh, Himiko's reunited Japan, la 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 la, you can become king of Japan now, or something like that. And when they do come there, they find the place that they're staying at. I forgot the name, but they find the place to be on fire. Everything's burning. This is because of Yamato, by the way. We have her to blame for that. Basically, Yamato, after Japan is reunited, Yamato is suffering something. She's suffering a transformation, definitely. So yeah. Flames everywhere. Everyone's well, no one's burning, because apparently the whole entire civilian populace managed to get out. But everything's burning. So this is what she sounds like when she's pissed. And that's her sprite. That slasher smile is pretty good. So yeah, basically she's pissed and you have to fight her. She turns from a commander unit into a hero unit. How you can tell that they're a hero unit is because the bar above their name turns blue, which means that she doesn't have troops per se. Instead, she has straight HP, which means she's fighting alone in battle by herself because she's that epic. Oh, and by the way, take a look at her. Special hero skill. Yeah, that is broken. Because of this, you cannot actually beat Yamato Takeru. Not in this mission. The game will actually script you to losing. Because, think about it, she has 9 damage. She has a skill that basically kills everything in a horizontal line or a vertical line like this. And yeah, she's got 4,000 HP. Not even troops, HP. And how many troops that we have per unit? No one has more than 600. Well, except for Chihaya. And Yoshitsune. And Oda. But not by much. So basically, you're gonna lose. Every single time. So, the trick to this mission is just deploy Chihaya by himself. And let him die. You can't win this. Boom. You know this is a scripted event where when the game defeats, it gives you the defeat screen, and it doesn't give you a "do you want to retry this battle" kind of thing. Because when you do get defeated in battle, normally if it's not a scripted event, the game will give you the option to retry the entire battle from scratch, or go back to your last load save, or go do something else. And with this, Chihaya gains, decisive battle begins. La la la. So now, with this event triggers Chihaya to become, I don't want to say Super Saiyan, but something close to it, where he gains an attack just like Yamato Takeru's, except it says hero skill learned from Takeru, slightly inferior to the original. Okay, slightly inferior. The kanji here says attack times 1.5, so it has a 1.5x damage modifier, so he's basically doing 50% more damage. Redundancy, I know. But this is his new attack. It's basically the same thing like Yamato Takeru's, except if you look at hers does 3.5 times damage. I don't know who translated this, but calling this to be slightly inferior is kind of an understatement. So yeah, thanks for that. So this is the animation sprite. It's really fucking awesome. So are the sound effects. Guess what? We only do 414 damage to her. She could just kill us with one attack. That's funny, right? He comes up with 1 HP though, so that's fine. You still can't win though. So we're just gonna fast forward through everything because we don't care. She's literally going to kill everyone by herself. When she reaches 5 Brave up here, that's when she's going to murder everything. Or, well, actually, never mind, I lied. So when you manage to defeat her, that animation is supposed to be her teleporting away somewhere. No one questions why she suddenly has teleportation powers. But I guess, you know, they care more about the male protagonist and the city burning around them. So I guess that's understandable. Several weeks later. Yeah, Oda and Himiko don't get along. But Oda doesn't get along with very many people. What is the translation for that? Yeah, Oda... Is she tsundere? Yeah, we'll just say she's tsundere. She just gets pissed off with everyone. When you meet Napoleon, she gets pissed off with Napoleon, and she single-handedly turns Japan against the entire EU. No thanks to her. Then again, that's kind of what you wanted. So yeah. So that little phase, you guys might have seen that little face down in the right over here. I'm just gonna put this on. I'll play for a little bit. That person with the weird mask thing. If you guys pause the video, you might be able to catch her. But the girl with that weird mask thing, you can see her brain and shit like that. She's the main villain for this part of the game. We won't spoil what she is for right now, but she's the one who's controlling Yamato Takeru and has caused her to go in batshit insane and burn the entire city. And now they're colluding. Let's just leave it at that. Just save that. Alright, end the turn. Britannia! Say hello to King Arthur! That's her! That's Galahad. And that's Gawain. By the way, every single one of the knights in the Knights of the Round Table are girls. Hello. Game just stood there, just not really saying anything. I don't know why that doll is on Arthur's side. I think King Arthur is one of my favorite characters in the game, personally. The fact that her eyes have hearts in them doesn't help, though. That's the one thing about her character design that I don't like. But other than that, she's great. So basically, this event is introducing Britain to you, or Britannia, England, whatever you want to call them. In this game, Britain is considered one of the strongest factions in the entire game because the game actually explains to you through dialogue that if King Arthur really wanted, she could be the one going on a conquest rampage to conquer the entire world. If Japan doesn't do it, she will. The only reason why she's not doing that is because she prefers what's that term? She just likes keeping the status quo. That's it. That's all that really is to it. And the reason for this event is that she's heard of the news that there's been this magical person who's come down from the skies and is called the Servant of Heaven. The rumors have reached her, and she wants to confirm it. So she wants to go to Japan to see him for himself. As you can see by this dialogue right here. Ooh, good timing. I think in this game it's kind of assumed that all the leaders of all the major countries more or less kind of know each other. That's how King Arthur knows about Himiko and everyone else. As a ruler of Britannia, I simply must have an audience with him. Clearly you can see she's infatuated with him already, without even seeing him. Which is a good thing, because that means that later on when you ally with Britain, which you actually do, you don't have a choice. Otherwise she can wreck your entire... she by herself can wreck you and by herself. Just kind of like Yamada Takeru. Funny that Gawain says that, because eventually she does have to join you. That's funny. Irony. Gawain and Galahad are trying to convince King Arthur that she shouldn't really associate with them. But King Arthur doesn't want any of their bullshit. Galahad doesn't agree either, but she thinks it's already too late because she knows that once King Arthur makes up her mind, she's not going to decide otherwise. Gawain's trying to resist, but her resistance is futile. There are a lot of interesting transitions that happen with Arthur, especially the sparkles. By the way, I think she's actually considered an idol because one of her moves in her moveset is literally called Idol Song. The game never actually explicitly explains that though. Like, they never mention that Arthur's an idol. It's kind of assumed that you kind of figure it out by yourself. Whereas other characters like Nero, yes, Emperor Nero, as in the Roman guy who fiddled while Rome burned. That guy is in this game as a girl, and she's trying to be an idol, just like Arthur. I don't know if she's trying to be like Arthur, but she's trying to be an idol. Whereas King Arthur is already an Arthur, or is already an idol. And why am I calling her King Arthur? It's Queen Arthur, motherfucker. Okay. So now that's done. Now it's been 15 minutes. So Oda Nobunaga, now that she's joined your faction, I guess, of Yamatai, she's in charge of finances, because as her character events will come up, there's a very good reason why she is the manager of finances for your country. It's good that she is. Alright. Cool. So, we're going to end the video here, because I did promise that I would try to keep my videos around 15 minutes. So, when we come back, we will embark on a mission to, yeah, conquer the rest of the world. We shall start with China.